let's look at a simple device that makes indicating a flat surface offset quick and easy. Here we have a brass cross slide nut, and since this part has to be threaded, it looks like Acme threads in there, this would be a perfect candidate for the lathe. Often you've already done your mill work on your part, and this will be the last thing that you'll do. So you may already have a pilot hole in there you can indicate, but many times you don't. You have to indicate off a flat surface. Well, how are we going to do that? Well, I've got this little piece of S7 marked out, and this is going to represent that cross slide nut for demonstration purposes. Well, let's get started. Indicate that by eye, the center that you're going to generate as close as you can to the axis of those two jaws that oppose each other. You can see there, that's fairly lined up there, fairly lined up here. Tighten her down. And again, in your four jaws, since you're going to be moving this, you want that thing to be just snug, lightly snug on all four sides so you don't distort your part. And then when you come in for a landing, as you tighten it up, you're just going to get much better results. All right, so there, I've got that thing fairly centered by eye and just lightly snug. All right, now what's the secret? Well, here it is. I've got a little rod here, and you can take you a piece of a 1/2-inch drill rod. Would be excellent to start with because it's already quite accurate. On one end, turn a 60-degree included angle. On the back side, you're going to end up with a center drilled, which would have a 60-degree angle. But you can see here, I've got a spring in this little device. And then on the one I made, this was a vocational school project. I put a little detent rod through there so it can't come apart. You wouldn't necessarily have to do that, but you would drill and then maybe ream your longer section and then turn a shaft on the smaller. Put your spring in there, big as you can get, a little better than a ink pen spring. And what that's going to give you a little bit of travel. And the reason you make it about 8 or 10 inches long, that's going to give you room. You can slide your saddle back on your lathe, and you got room to set your indicator on the ways and indicate it. So let's do it. All right, we're going to set that thing in there, and you've center punched where your new hole is going to be. The front part will go into that. All right, now if you have eyeballed this thing quite close, your indicator is not going to run out of travel. This indicator has about 50 thousandths total, which would mean I can be out of the center about 25 thousandths. And let's see what we've got. Oh, we're on there. Find basically the center of that travel and then set that on 0. All right, there's plus, oh man, almost dead on. +8, -8. I'm about 8 thousandths out of center. Now this should come in real quickly. And I can say you want equal tension. The way I work it's just like you're doing a round part. I find my high side, the clockwise, right there, and then push that away from me. Lightly loosen your low side, and then tighten the high side. All right, let's do it. All right, there's the high. Bring the low to the top. Lightly loosen it. Go back to your high. You're heading towards that 0. Do it again. Low. Go back to the high. Snug it. High, low. High. There's our high. Bring that in. See how that's coming up that 0? Wow, we're within 0.5 thousandths. Now, I'm not going to go any more there because this simply is a demonstration. But you can see this little device being spring loaded because your part naturally is going to move back into the chuck a little bit. You'll probably not indicate it that quickly, but that just makes it wholly. You could actually get by without a spring-loaded device, but much better. But you can see there, that's quick and it's easy. You get good results. You're ready to drill, bore, and thread. All right, thanks for listening.